We apologized for the technical glitch we experienced the other time. I say good morning to all esteemed viewers joining us this morning. We say a big thank you for joining us. We appreciate your presence here with us. Thank you so much. And we really appreciate your daily support on the platform. And to those who gifted some of our viewers cash gift yesterday, we say a big thank you to you. Thank you so much. All right, to all esteemed viewers engaging us in the comment section, please let's keep the comment section clean. There will be decorum in the comment section. No thread, no derogatory statements, no derogatory comments in the comment section. Thank you so much as you abide by the rules and regulations of the platform. All right, to the punch newspaper of this morning. What's happening? What's happening? I said earlier on that there is a sad development coming from Kwara State. Yeah, Kwara State in Nigeria. About 160 persons died in Kwara fresh attacks. Yeah, jihadists or extremists attacked some communities in Kwara, which left about 162 persons dead. And we hope the government at this junction, or at this point in time, takes a swift action on this. We want to see an end to insurgency in Nigeria. We want to see an end to banditry. We want to see an end to terrorism in Nigeria. Like I said on the Punch newspaper, we have Kwara massacre. Federal government faces heat as 100 feared dead. Federal government faces heat as 100 feared dead. That's what we have on the front page of the Punch newspaper. We'll move down to another story here. Delayed Electoral Act amendment could disrupt 2027 poll timetable, says INEC. We have the on designing trial. UK contractor details luxury property unpaid bills. 75 killed in Kwara communities for resisting extremists, says the governor of Kwara State. 75 killed because they resisted extremists. All right, okay, we'll move on to another one. How terrorists killed 75 in Kwara communities. Victims' family on this. How terrorists killed 75 in Kwara communities. Say victims' family. Australian police charged man after finding 23,000 child abuse images. Yeah, 23,000 child abuse images. Also in the news, we have U.S. Government deploying military men, to join Nigerian military forces to combat insurgency in Nigeria. We have it. Today that they've joined military forces here to combat or eliminate insecurity or insurgency in the country. And a good news coming from IMF to the country and to the citizens of Nigeria. Nigeria to overtake Algeria as Africa's third largest economy in 2026. Currently, we are the fourth position, but as IMF has spoken this morning, we are to overtake Algeria this year as third largest economy. What I said earlier on that, what has this translated into, and what will this translate into? Will it impact the lives of Nigerians? We shall be looking at all this this morning. It is a time that Nigeria is facing its deadliest security crisis. I said it earlier on that about 162 persons were killed in Kwara. This has sparked outrage in the country, and Nigerians are currently reacting to these developments. Also, our analysts are the staff, and I'm sure they are ready to dissect issues concerning the state of the nation at this point in time. With me this morning, Femi. Good morning, gentlemen. Mike, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mr. Mike. And good morning, our viewer across the globe. We say, may God continue to be with you as you usually do with us on Situation. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Gentle, good morning. I'm very, very sure you're not happy with these developments. 75 bodies buried, according to the governor of Kwara State. A report from Red Cross says about 162 persons died. Gentleman Mike, how do you feel about this situation?
Another sad episode in the life of our nation. Another sad development when it comes to lives, needless loss of lives, we must put it. And I think there's no better way to put it than to first commiserate with the families of everyone that have lost someone in Kwara State. Our heart goes out to different families who have lost one person or the other. We can only pray that God give them the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss, as it were. And again, I don't know how best to put it again than some of the things we have expressed on this platform, that we are not really in charge of security issues. And over the years, lies have been told by our leaders that indeed they are doing something, but that they are doing nothing. And I've always said that the only way we can measure what we are doing is what we are seeing. It's going to be based on what we are seeing. Don't tell me you are working when I'm seeing something contrary. The only way I will know that security or security agencies are performing is when there is no needless loss of lives and properties the way we are seeing it in our nation. And there's no better way to assess that sector than that. So when some of us uh, push for a better security within our system, it's not because we just feel like lambasting the government of the day, but based on what we are seeing, which does not show that people are really serious with security issues. That is why we are saying in the way we are doing. I mean, the recent one now, where was intelligence? And that should be the next question we should be asking ourselves. Where was intelligence? I told you that this war will not be won on the basis of weapons and ammunition. It is going to be based on information, which is purely intelligence. So the question is, where was intelligence concerning that incident? The ought to have picked that information and put necessary strategies in place. We can tell that intelligence was zero at that point in time, and the aftermath of that failure of intelligence is what we have witnessed in Kwara again, and we must add that again, very important, again, and what we are going to hear, which we are already hearing from our leaders, is to condemn that dastardly acts and only to wait for the next to happen. And I begin to wonder that is this what governors have been reduced to? That you think your job is just to condemn an unfortunate incident like this, only for you to wait for the next. Any idiot can do that. Just about anybody can do that, if that is what governance is all about. And security is so important to the extent that our constitution, as imperfect as it is, captures it, that the security and the well-being of the people shall be the primary responsibility of government. In other words, outside of this, there is no government. There is no government in place. If as basic as security and well-being of the people cannot be tackled, we have no government in place, and there is no point people remain in office when they cannot do this constitutional thing. It's not about what anybody feels, it's about what the constitution says. And if you think that you are not able to, I mean, there is no crime in this. People should learn how to throw in the towel when they feel that for whatever reason they have not been able to get the job done, because it's about getting the job done, and not to come and be condemning an act when the lives of citizens are needlessly lost, as we have seen, Michael.
Femi, 162 persons killed and still counting. So you said the other time that they are still searching for
Yes, they are searching for the body. 75 was killed.
75 were buried.
Were buried in Woro, or I don't know, maybe Woro.
Are we now used to death, Femi? Are we not used to death in the country? How many more people will die before our leaders, take insecurity as a matter of emergency?
This is a $1 billion question that have been begging for answers for years, and yet we are still unable to unravel what is behind all this thing. This is not the first time attack happened in Kwara State. So Kwara State has been a danger zone recently, and we hear that federal government deployed troops to that place and they carry out some assignment. Have they finished the assignment? Has those troops been withdrawn? They made their hideouts. What have they done? Because this is the question people have been asking when this issue of this death started. Which kind of war are we fighting? Is it a defensive one or an offensive one? If you want to fight an offensive war against your enemy, if you don't see the end of your enemy, will you stop? To my own reasoning, you don't need to stop. People that you are looking for, they have not seen the end. So why you don't see the end, that means you're supposed to continue hunting for them. So I think the strategy that they have ordered another redeployment now. Tinubu has ordered redeployment to my local government. And after they do the amendment for like 2 days, they still withdraw. They go back to Obara. I don't know. Okay, if they deploy troops to that place, what is their function? Is there any resistance when these people came? Is there any security on ground? No intelligence, nothing, and 75 people, they just unlike them. As simple as that. These people, Nigeria has now become a fertile land for
Are
terrorism.
politicians truly affected by these killings, or they just see it as numbers? Gentle, are they really affected by these killings?
Well, directly, I think they are not. Maybe indirectly, perhaps family members that live in some of those hinterland might be affected, but they don't. I mean, most politicians don't live in those places. They might have families within that axis, but they themselves hardly live in those places. They are in the capital cities of some of these states where we are even having insurgents. So directly, they are not really affected. Maybe indirectly they are. But whether you are affected or not, it's about lives here. Whether your family members are even involved or not, we are talking about lives of Nigerians.
And the reason why you are in that office is to secure people,
Exactly.
the lives of
If you see a governor move within this axis, now you will see the level of convoy in terms of the security that follows a governor around. There is no daredevil terrorist that want to attack such a person because of the way you have fortified your security architecture each time you move or where you live. And they must understand that this is the kind of security that every single Nigerian deserves, or whoever you are governing. That is exactly what they deserve. They too must be able to move without being afraid of being attacked. That is the job that you have received. That is the job that you have signed for. Irrespective of where they live within those states, you have every right. It is not an obligation. It is a right. It is a must that they must be protected. There's nothing short of it. They must be protected. You can't be going about with legions of security while people are helpless in those communities. Some of these attacks will take 30 minutes, an hour, in some cases, hours, and there will be no security intervention.
the case of Kwara, you say hours, not minutes.
It's going to be hours before you kill 75. It's going to take they attack the monarch leader. They ransack the palace, kill the wife,
This is something that is
the worst
happening
case.
in Benue State, Niger State, the same thing. Zamfara, Katsina, Kaduna, or your year it's happening. I don't know if you are even safe in Lagos State as we speak.
You see, like we usually debate it, Lagos State, I think they are just waiting for the time to strike. If they want to strike in Lagos State, they will strike. We may arrest them, it may take us some time before we subdue them, but if they want to strike in Lagos State, I don't see anything that stop them from. They are everywhere. Go to First Stack. You see their lieutenant, you see their food soldier there with the thousands of Okada. They don't have a particular place where they are living. You cannot trace their address. How much your address? They don't have address. You cannot trace them that this is where this one is living. If they want to unleash terror now in that axis, okay, it doesn't go just a tip of finger like this. Problem have started. Go to Ogere. Our border here. Go to Ogere. They full there. Agege here, full everywhere. My 12. So if you sit on the kind of,
I think it's high time we start defending ourselves if the government can protect us. Gentle.
Well, we have said it even on this platform that there's no point. Missing word concerning that. Make it official. Let it be. It's not about somebody hiding to get it. Make it official that people can be licensed to have firearms and all of that, so that perhaps can complement what is already on ground. Of course, we should also be ready for the blowback that will come. Exactly, the blowback that will come as a result of that decision, especially in an environment where data is still very poor in terms of knowing who is having what kind of ammunition at their disposal. So those are some of the things that will be the fallout of that decision. But I mean, the right to life is a constitutional thing. People cannot just come around and sniff out life out of Nigerians. Government will make it official. Let licensed arms be given to people, so that they at least they can have something to defend themselves.
All right, to the comment section this morning. I'm very, very sure some of our viewers are dropping their comments, like I do say on the program. But reviewer and viewer, our reviewers. All right, thank you so much, gentlemen, Mike and Femi. Now I move to the comment section. Udozi Chima is saying good morning. I will say thank you so much for joining us this morning, all the way from Italy. Chief Udozi Chima, you're welcome to the program. Egbonla. Okay, sorry, Emmanuel Oguji. So good morning to you. We appreciate your presence here, and I'm sure he's watching us from Dubai. Papaya Gayagali is also here, and he says, anytime you hear Europeans praise me, know that I have betrayed you, former Mozambique president. Okay, on this, anytime you hear Europeans praise me, know that I have betrayed you. All right, from Mozambique president Gladys Oyabo is reaching us at the stand. So good morning. Thank you for joining us at this beautiful Thursday morning. All right, Rabayaga is also saying good morning to you. Good morning to you, Rabayaga. You're welcome. Tony Blake says, looking forward to Mr. Femi's proverbs and interpretation. Thank you very much for this proverb 101 course. All right, Femi, this view from Tony Blake.
Thank you very much.
Can you give him one on insecurity?
We get there. We get there. When we were inspiration breakage when we get there.
All right, we'll move down to Chicago schoolboy from Malaysia. Good morning to you. It's been a while. Welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining me this beautiful Thursday morning. Udozi Chima says, very pathetic. The praise singers will still come here and lie to us that security has improved under Tinubu wholeheartedly. Let's keep deceiving ourselves in that contraption. Who is Udozi Chima talking about? Of course. All right, we all know who is referring to there. All right, Gladys says our security is really not coordinated. Gladys Oyabo on this. Our security is really not coordinated. What really happened? The law of karma shall expose them all. Wow.
Amen.
All right, she goes on. This is Gladys, sick and tired of all these of the lies by the various people who claim that all is well. She's sick and tired of all the lies that have been told by various people who claim that all is well.
All is not well
in the country. Who won't be sick? Who won't be tired of all this? Every day you wake up to hear about it, you wake up to see bad news. All right, I pity people in diaspora. Well, Udozi Chima says at this point, both Obi and other opposition candidates should just boycott the 2027 elections because it has already been decided and the handwriting on the wall is there to see. Robert Uche this morning says,
I hope you know what that thing is referring to.
Yeah, I know. The electoral law that has been amended. I mean,
yes.
That's what it's trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm still going back to that. We discussed it before we had that technical glitch. I'm sure it was that time. All right, I'll still go back to that. Robert Uche, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. This Dash Kunle was bragging yesterday that insecurity has reduced. Let him come and defend this atrocity. All right. Thank you. Robert Uche, we appreciate your comment. Now, let's quickly move on to what Udozi Chima was trying to say in the comment section. I was about to read it out. Senate rejects electronic transmission of results. Senate has rejected the transmission of our results electronically. All right, after pressure from the media and other stakeholders, the Senate yesterday passed the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, but rejected electronic transmission of results, an item that some stakeholders consider critical for free and fair elections in 2027. The Senate passed the Electoral Act in 2022, Amendment Bill 2026 after the third reading. It rejected a proposed amendment to clause 60, subsections 3 of the bill, which sought to make the electronic transmission of election results mandatory. This is what Nigerians wanted, or this is what Nigerians want, but they rejected it. What are they trying to do?
Mr. Michael, I think Nigeria still needs more work to do. The battle has not been lost. House of Rep have passed their own bill, including compulsory electronic transmission. Now, Senate has rejected. The next thing is for Nigeria to pressurize the committee that they are going to, because now we have differences with what they approve. Now they have to constitute a committee that will look into it. That is another free kick or penalty for Nigeria. They should look into it and make sure that the first Senate to accept that electronic transmission. If that will give us 100% transparent in our electoral process. So Nigerians should not go and relax this moment or succumb at this moment. They still have some work to do. Social media and opposition, they still have work to do. Because if we are talking about APC in Senate, also APC dominates House of Rep. And House of Rep have approved it. Now, for Senate to distance itself from compulsory electronic transmission, they should come out and tell us, listen, and the committee will be set up now to look into the differences before they send it into the House of to Mr. President. And mind you, another game is this: they are dragging this thing intentionally. Now there is difference. Before they set up committee, before we do this and do that, you will see that the time to apply it may be over. So Nigeria, we should rise up. It's not easy. Bible even said that who we want to arrest that strong man, who will enter into strong man that what first of all bind him. It's Tinubu you want to wrestle with, and APC. Look at their symbol, Igbale. Okay, I will not say more than that.
Gentleman Mike, why is the Senate effectively protecting the old system that allows result manipulation in the country? Why? Is there any reason for that?
Well, Nigerians must know that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers. And rulers of darkness in high places. Those are the kind of political principalities that our nation have been bedeviled with. I mean, how do you explain that a critical component of that electoral act is being thrown away by our so-called leaders? These are supposed to be people's representative. I've said it on this platform that you expect the same people that are the beneficiaries of fraud in our electoral processes to now put legislations in place that will address it. That we are joking, and we are beginning to see some of those things. These are the people that benefited from riggings and all kinds of manipulations during elections, and you want them to address it. I mean, they will think twice, and I think that is the foot dragging that you are seeing in the Senate, especially not putting in that vital component. And I want to agree with my brother here that the battle is not lost yet. This is the time that Nigerians must rise and put pressure on all fronts, including on this platform. We are going to do that, or I am going to do that. I may not be able to speak for others. The pressure should now be mounted on these our leaders to do the right thing. The era of carrying ballots from one point to another, and the figure keep changing as it progresses, should stop. We are almost living 21st century, where things are being done electronically that we can leverage on, and yet these people still want the analog way that they have been used to manipulate things. Let electronic transmission be mandatory in the final push of that bill. It must be done. There's no other way. There's no hiding place. So that whoever win, let us know that the person win on merits and not by any form of manipulation. Electronic transmission of result is a must. Is a must in that bill, and there's no going back.
And I think opposition should start speaking up on this now. They should start picking up. All right, so this is a Chima, and that's the reason you have said that at this point, both Obi and other opposition candidates should just boycott the 2027 elections because it has already been decided.
I don't know how they will boycott it. When you have some ignorance in Nigeria, even if they boycott it, some people they will still come out. How will they boycott it? Maybe by not participating in the election.
Then you give them chance to win.
Then you give them chance to automatically write whatever they like, and you will see some people they will come out and vote, even among your people, your followers that you think you want to convince that they should not vote. Some of them will still go out. They will still induce them with some of little change. They will still come out. So if your party refuses to participate, okay, or you just lose for nothing.
But we must also understand why he's taking that position. That it's as good as the battle is lost for opposition if electronic transmission is taken out of that equation. And I think that is the point Chief Odinze is speaking from. That instead of participating in such a charade, then we better stay indoor and people allow them to have their way rather than stressing yourself, and at the end of the day they will have the process manipulated.
All right, it goes on. What do you think will be the final decision of the joint final decision? Tinubu will never allow real-time electronic transmission of results. If he allows it, he will leave Aso Rock, will leave Aso Villa in 2027. All right, I am sorry to tell you that the battle has long been lost even before the battle starts. Gentleman Mike, honestly, I feel for honest people like you in that country of particular concern.
Particular concern.
So what do you do to get to my mic now? You just carry get to my mic out of Nigeria.
If you are this way, I really face your job.
All right, if you're watching this program, kindly like the program, smash the like button. It's very, very important. Do that for us. Also share the program. Let people know what is going on at the stand. And I want to use this opportunity or this medium to appreciate Mrs. Tina in California for what she has done for people at the stand this morning. On the 5th of February 2026. We need to appreciate her for her great love and support on the platform.
Thank you very much, ma'am. May God continue to bless you. You will never lack. You will not seek. You will not lack any good thing in this life. Thank you for your continuous support on this platform.
All right, cash gift for the reviewers at the stand this morning. Gentleman Mike, you're one of the people.
Again, that again is important. Should be underlined. Again, I want to appreciate Mrs. Tina for this gesture. May God continue to uplift you and bless you the more. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gentleman Mike. I really appreciate you. Welcome. OG Olajide.
Mr. Man, good morning. You're most welcome. May God bless you. God stretch you and prevent you no free in Jesus' name. Yes, I heard you mentioning Mrs. Tina as being usual. Yes, being consistent on what she has been doing to us. Like she has raised again. Madam Mrs. Tina, may God bless you, man. May God consistently bless you, bless your family, bless your generation, everything. As much as you have been consistent with us, may God more than consistently also bless you. I appreciate you for what you have done. May God bless you, man. I remember my uncle said, Mr. Ojo, thank you very much. Our global viewers are also welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
Good morning. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. I want to also appreciate Mrs. Tina. You know, she has been phenomenal. She has been one of a kind. I want to thank you so much, and I pray that God who sees you, you know, in secret will reward you openly. Thank you so much.
About 162 persons died in Kwara as a result of a terror attack. What do you have to say at this point in time that Nigerians is facing lots? With economic challenges, there we have challenges, different economic challenges. Insecurity also taking toll on us.
Mr. Mike, this matter has been becoming let me say, can I say overwhelming? It's becoming overwhelming. Will I say it's becoming more overwhelming on Nigeria's security institution than what you think. Remember the days of Buhari, we had this issue. Now it's just going on and on and on. I think Mr. Mike, I believe strongly in one solution that has not been exploited, which the politicians are afraid of exploiting it, because if they know if they exploit it, it will be boomerang against them, and it is that when you encourage the totality of Nigerians to be in the forefront, in the vanguard of provision of discussion of the individual community, Mr. Mike, it will go a lot. Unlike relying on only the state institution of army, police, DSS, airport, Navy, and the rest. The number of these personnel are very, very insignificant to the population of Nigerians. They are insignificant. We have less than 5 million totality of all these institutions to put together to over 250 million Nigerians. So, what's the ratio? What's the ratio of one of these security men to a Nigerian? To the Nigerian? Maybe if you're talking about one security man to about 10,000 Nigerians. How can one security man provide security for Nigeria. It's not possible. So it's not possible. So what the solution I've been talking about is that like if you encourage every community to be in the forefront, the vanguard of their own environment, their religious places, it will go a long way. Total population of this insurgent. What's the total population? I don't think up to 2 million in Nigeria. If you put that number together, the so-called insurgent, Kwara, the Kwara, the swap, and they are not to 3 million in Nigeria. They are not up to that. Compared with over 250 million people, you can see if this is Ogba where we are broadcasting from Ogba now. If Ogba inhabitant, the people resident in Ogba, take charge of the security of Ogba, the next adjoining town, Ojodu, Agege, Ibadan. If every one of them take charge of the security of their own area, where would these people pass through to escape? If they come to go attack one community, they must pass through one community before they will reach here. And if they attack here, they are fleeing. They will flee to other communities before they will get to where they think is safe for them. Where will not be a safe for them to hide in the whole country? There will not be any place for them to hide. But because the government knows that the moment they empower each community to rise up and be a vanguard of their security of their environment, they have also manipulated them politically. That's the fear of political class. So they know that once they're able to do that, they have also emancipated the people, politically as well. They have that political consciousness. They will now be in the vanguard of championing many other things, not only security. Now, free and fair elections as well. So they are afraid of doing this thing. That's why they will not encourage any community to mobilize any community to be in the vanguard of their own security of their area. Because they know okay, if you mobilize people in Ogba now against insecurity, it's not only insecurity you are mobilizing them for. That awareness you have given them, we also use it to check rigging of election and some other things. So that's what politicians does not want to happen to the people. They don't want people to be arrested from the state they have put them. They have put the people in state of begging. So otherwise, I don't see why these few people should be threatening millions of Nigerians. Yes. Mr. Mike, take the statistics of the population of Nigeria security and police. They are less than 5 billion. How will they manage? How can they cope with security of over 250 million people? Thank God US send their troops down to Nigeria. Well, when I follow up on that story,
It's a small team.
yeah, yes,
Small team.
yeah, I listen to Anderson, General Anderson.
You need to make it clear.
Yes, Mr. Mike, let us throw some light.
Deployed.
Let us throw light on this. I listen to General Anderson. He said he met the President Tinubu in Rome to discuss this position of African US African command to support Nigeria in building it, not to come and fight war, not combat troops. They are not combat troops. People should understand this. They are not combat troops.
Joint efforts.
Yes,
Joint
yes, to
efforts.
train our security men. Train them. Do some other thing, but not to be on ground as a combat force. People must get that one clear. At least to Anderson. Say President Tinubu agree with him on Rome. Then you now forward it to the US authority. When I put that, okay, send small team down, train Nigerian security men, assist them, give them instruction and co on how to go about this. So they are not here to fight war on our behalf. They must know that. So once I watched the number of people when the US Air Force brought them. What's the number of the so-called US?
So if they are not here to help us.
No, to go to the field and fight. Yes.
So why did US strike Sokoto?
No, that was different. The one Trump.
What was that?
That was dropped from their warship.
What was the reason for that?
You see, these are troops that will be.
They are not ready to help us.
These are troops that are not going to the war front with us, but they were assist our personnel in intelligence. That's the man. The Anderson said it clearly. But the one that was done by Trump, that was is an airstrike. No ground troop was involved. There's no life of any security man. No ground troop life was involved. Was rigged. By the time you deploy this one to the war front, you'll be picking dead bodies, casualties. They are not spirit. They are one man. People that hit their body will also drop dead. So the Anderson is for assistance, for training, for intelligence gathering, and support. The one Trump did that was directly from airstrike. So the solution to me, as far as I'm concerned, is that let the government elevate and mobilize people, inhabitants of their independent community I'm telling you, that's the solution. The so-called number of army, police, and co cannot cope with the security we are having. Our police is so bad. 250 million people over that, with less than 5 million security personnel.
With the look of this, it seems the Nigerian government has lost control of this of the security. And at this point, we don't even know who we should run to. Whether it's to run to the governors, run to the president, or the security chiefs. Who should we run to now? Which should we?
I must say it's unfortunate that we are still in the same place. In fact, matters are getting worse. Situations are getting worse. Look at the numbers. 160. You understand?
One of the deadliest
attack. You can imagine the number of families.
You can say one off.
Yes, you can imagine the number of families that are mourning at the moment as a result of this attack. And the primary aim of government is to protect lives and property. So anytime there is this killing, it is telling you that government has failed.
Yes.
That is what it means.
Yes.
It's unfortunate. It's like we are gradually gravitating into a state of anarchy. We have the government looking helpless. You understand? And the funny thing is that you cannot be doing the same thing and accept a different result. We've been towing this path. We've been using this same strategy. It's not producing results. And I think we need to begin to look at things differently. What are some of the things we should look at differently? Who are those religious leaders that are selling the wrong narrative to these, foot soldiers of these extremists, who will rather prefer to die than they are? In fact, to them, death is a gain. You understand?
Religion.
Yes. So to them, death is a gain. So those leaders, religious leaders, need to be arrested for selling. Yes, for selling for selling the wrong narrative. And I think another thing we need to also look at is that we need more of intelligence gathering. Mr. President also need to you see, I cannot tell you that the security numbers are inadequate. The president told us, some time back about, he spoke about state police. You understand? That is going to be one of the major things that Nigeria should be, should be thinking of now. We need to see state police, in place.
What difference would that make?
Let me tell you the difference it will make, Mr. Mike. Do you see the community? Okay, do you see the community that was attacking Kwara State? Imagine there was state police. Now these people would have been armed. The governor would have become fully chief security officer of the state, not on paper. They would have been armed by the government resources to protect themselves, their place. They know the place more than any other persons. If you deploy a police or military from here to Maiduguri, where does he know in Maiduguri? Funny enough, even the language he does not understand. They can sit here and discuss how to attack. You don't know. They will attack. They have how to maneuver and find their way. You don't know. But if that is why we are talking about state, because we are talking about people who owns the state. They understand everything that pertains to that, and they know the bad boys in the area. Some of these terrorists are people that they know. But they can't go after them because they are not empowered. You understand? Funny enough, if you even point to say, okay, this person, you are pointing somebody to be a member of Boko Haram, they will come and kill you in the night. But if you have a state police, where the states also are, the citizens, individuals are also empowered by themselves, I can tell you it will produce a kind of result. And you see, the American way of, let's not forget, they are only rendering support.
Yes.
And there's a limit to which they can go. Even the Americans, as we talk about, cannot claim to know wherever these guys are.
Are we not the ones shouting sovereignty?
That is it. We are losing it. That is it. We are losing it. What is called sovereignty, we are losing it to terrorists. And it's unfortunate. We are losing it to these guys that ordinarily are not even. How can people who are, they just give them 2 weeks training and give them gun, and then this is where we are. They will wake up and kill at will.
Should we be talking about sovereignty or how to tackle this?
Mr. Mike, how to end it? Even the other thing, that word he talk, he mentioned it. Sovereignty of Nigeria. He said, he told us how they came. This one they came now. He told us how they.
He said he talked about sovereignty.
Yeah. He said they not try and improve on something in Nigeria. That what they are doing is just in collaboration, in approval of the present government of Nigeria. And they never at any time try to absorb Nigerian sovereignty and power. And this one they come, It's an assistance. It's not a full combat with the people.
You know Nigerians don't care about sovereignty now.
Mr. Mike, what they want is
solution.
You see,
Solution is what they want.
Whatever you are doing,
You care about sovereignty of the
Mr. Mike. It's not me. I'm just talking about the normal, the law that you cannot just do anything. You can't do the right in the wrong way. If you do the right thing in the wrong way, the law will catch up with you. Even as we have law guiding internally, so there's a law guiding externally. There's a lot between countries with each other. So what that man was saying is that I thought that concern they have never done anything extra that runs against the international law that guarantees Nigeria's sovereign nation. That he said the origin of this is that he met President Tinubu in Rome. This is where all this thing began. That's why I'm trying to tell you that look, yes, the government of the day needs to go beyond this level of salary they are using. This salary can no longer work. Yeah, it cannot leave as much resources of people. Over 200 million resources of people. I do. And then less than 1 million people are coming to attack 200 million of people. What about the many 200 people? Their resources to make use of them, deploy them into combating this insurgency. There is no way this insurgency will come from one place and attack a place and want to run through the whole community without being fought. We know these people, they live within us. These are insurgents. They are different conventional war. They live among the civilians, in the people in the streets, in the town, in the village, in the community, in the village.
All right, Emmanuel Oguji says, Olajide, what is your take on the 162 people killed in Kwara? And that's what he's saying right now.
Yes.
As the program goes on. All right, David Okafor says, I am today Okafor saying that Nigeria under Tinubu regime is a gross disaster in terms of insecurity. OJ, those guys are not even up to 200,000.
Oh, okay. That means that,
yeah.
Oh, that somebody correct. No, I was saying to
Operation Safe Corridor. The presidency told us that Operation Safe Corridor that Buhari came with, where they de-radicalize some of the terrorists. The government, from the presidency table, they said over 300,000 of the Boko Haram has been de-radicalized and has been reintegrated into the society. Some of them, according to allegedly, are being recruited into the military and some paramilitary. So they have numbers. So if you have been able to de-radicalize over 300,000, even though we have a population more than theirs, the only thing they have that we do not have is that to them that is a game. Some of them, particularly the indigent ones among them, you understand? To them, where you are promised 7 virgins in heaven, I said this religious leader should be arrested. They are causing very much problem. One of the things government should do is to go after those religious leaders. And arrest anytime you preach a message that will want to cause problem to the country, you should be picked. It is also part of the problem.
The problem is that President people knows the right thing to do, but because of political will, there is lacking, and the political gain is to either gain or loss if you are put to him. That's why he has not done it.
Are you sure he lacks the political will, or he doesn't know what to do?
No, Mr. Mike, no, I disagree with you. I disagree with you. No. He knows what to do. No, you know what, Mr. Mike, I disagree with you. See, what lack of
political interest above national interest. That is what we are suffering from. Above national interest. 2027 is what is in his mind.
Yeah, thank you.
That is just it. If you want to be sincere, if you want to go all out, do you know that I believe that the presidency are even in a way considering their, just remember that Tinubu, since Trump attacked, he has not spoken a word. The same military, he has not spoken. We have never heard him speak about collaboration with the America. You know why? To him it's like losing the nuts. These are people he's trying to pacify them to get their votes. Now if you are saying you are now going all out to kill the terrorists, that most of them are sympathizing with them, he didn't want to do that. That is why I say it's political interest over national interest.
He said he has not spoken, but he has deployed into
Mr. Mike.
You want to address the nation. Donald Trump addressed the nation after the attack.
Mr. Mike.
Donald Trump addressed Nigerians after the attack. Tinubu never did till today.
Mr. Mike, what happened is this. I have said several number of times that what Tinubu is calculating, he said, but Tinubu is
is a man where political gain before taking decision. It's 100% politician that will consider political gain, loss or gain before you take any decision. What makes you not to be decisive against the people in the north is this. Why will you accrue to me if I go all out against these people in the north? Just how they did to Yejirika under the time. When he was going after the Bukura was scoring high mark, they rose up and said Yejirika was killing their people. They take his name to ICC go and try him. So Tinubu is very much on that if I go all out against these people in the north, imagine what people are doing already, saying they are people, don't kill them, they are brothers, do that. So that's why he was not be able to decide it.
All right,
he know what to do, that is not very idea. But we can gain or lose. Yes.
God's hands says without division, the insecurities will not stop because the people in charge have already overpowered the country. All right, Robert Uche says 162 human beings got massacred in Kwara, and you guys are speaking grammar. What nonsense! That's what Robert Uche is saying here. Ejiofor says, I hope Omotosho, who was busy reading script given to him by the Fulanis to use to convict Kanu, should be ashamed of allowing himself to be used.
He knows the law. Which law?
Robert Uche, up to now, not a single comment from the president.
What is that?
Oh, yes, oh, yes, you have your time. Take it easy. Oh, yes. All right, up to now, not a single comment from the presidency, says Robert Uche. All right, this is exactly what he said. Mustafa Adejino says only the poor citizens are dying. The lawmakers are living large. What a pathetic situation. Akim says Mr. Tinubu will relocate to his second home in France now instead of him to stay at home and commiserate with the bereaved family. You will not hear a single word from the presidency or from the president. Omar Shiu.
And I want to even make this more worrisome that none of the loved ones, the family members of this highly placed Nigerians have been involved in the killings. It has not been other Nigerians have been involved in the killings. Look at what happened in the universe. I mean, Niger State about 2 or 3 weeks ago. How many people are also killed in Niger State? Remember, Niger State. That's just got to happen. So they are everywhere in Nigeria. But I'm telling you that the solution to it, let the government mobilize citizens for the safety of their life, safety of their life. I'm telling you, it will change.
According to the governor, 75 people were killed because they resisted extremists.
Okay, yes.
They killed for resisting extremists.
Yes, yes, because
they are trying to impose.
That is it.
Yes, and these people resisted.
Yes,
and that's why they killed.
Yes. You have,
and that's why we talk about genocide. So people don't want to agree with it. What is that called? Genocide.
You call this one Muslim genocide?
Yes, it's Islamic.
I don't know.
What you express is Islamic jihad, Islamic forefront, the preaching of Islam. That's how Islam was preached. Islam was not preached like Christianity. People move around and preaching God. No, they preach Islam by jihad, by declaration of war on people. That's how the jihad was preached. Only Christians move about with Bible and preaching. They declare war on you. They call it jihad, holy war. That's how they spread Islam. So it is something that's happening now. And because we have somebody with the piece of power who pasteurize political gain above welfare and security of Nigerians who's supposed to have taken decisive action against their leaders, against their promoters. Imagine Malami, Attorney General for 8 years, who was promoting, who is the custodian of Nigerian law, was found with arms and weapons. Have you seen the catch of the arms? Assault rifles, Mr. Mike. Assault rifles. The caliber of the military assault rifle found in the home of Malami. What is he doing with those? Not one, not two. Cash it. So these are the people that are financing this. The energy is that they want the conquest of Nigeria under Fulani, which Fulani couldn't achieve for them. That's the main thing. Conquest of Fulani, and because of Nigeria from Fulani, and isolation of Nigeria. That's the main aim. And the solution to it is mobilize everybody. If government has taken upon itself to mobilize everybody, every community inhabitant, every resident in every indigenous community, this is nonsense will have stopped. Because if you have come to Oba now, You pass to get over. You pass to get over. Before you pass all these two places, there's no way. So
All right, away from that, the Senate has rejected electronic transmission of results. Does this not signal lack of commitment to transparency ahead of 2027 general election?
It's unfortunate. You see, particularly rejecting the electronic transmission. You see, these people, they are acting as if they hijack the system. You understand? What we are seeing is as if they look at Nigeria as their personal estate. You understand? We are just there. You understand? We do not, and this is democracy, where they say the real power resides with the people. The people are telling you we need to get this right. Leadership is key to every, including insecurity. If you have a leadership of the people, because if the people will want to decide who governs them, they want to go for the best citizens who have what it takes to secure them, which is the primary aim of government, and then to create economic stability that will translate into a better living to the people. But now we have a system that looks like it has been hijacked by people for their selfish interests. I just wish that Nigerians would look at what they have done now and rise up to the occasion and challenge them to be peaceful protests. You understand? Peter Randy did it last week, and I want to believe that is why they quickly. He told them to. He did a protest. He carried people to the National Assembly, but unfortunately, you have one man doing this thing. You understand? We need more pressure group in Nigeria that will begin to create political awareness, that will make Nigerians know that every single Nigeria is a stakeholder. We have a right to decide who governs us. We have a right to decide the method at which we produce leaders. You cannot sit down there with 109 people to decide the fate of 250 million people. People are dying every day. It's unfortunate.
Mr. Mike, see, in fact, because of what
was the rejection influenced by political interest?
Of course, now, surely now, of course, now.
Or logistics?
No, yes, maybe. But, and I was explaining this. Of course, we know that they do. There's people with intelligence on ICT. They do hack the system. Then they should come and tell us if they are afraid that if they are transmitting the results, somebody else could hack and transmit one result. They should tell us, and then we all come out and see how we can, help them to make sure the security of that system is protected. But to just actually reject it, that's why I know that because the moment you transmit the result from polling booth to an INEC rep, I also learned that they can also hack the system as well. Let's not forget that as well. But if they are afraid that look, they are afraid of being hacked, being infected with wrong results, then the whole Nigerians should now come and see how we can solve that problem. Not to be running away from the reality. The reality is that we want to have a result from polling booth. In fact, INEC chairman last time, 2023, on the eve of election, was showing us that the result will be transferred from the polling booth to the INEC. Unfortunately, what happened? That's why they say technical glitch. What Nigerians want, transition of result from the INEC and from the polling booth to the INEC rep. But if they don't have substantial risk and a fear about the safety and security of it, then we should rise up to securing it. There are many experts all over the world, ICS experts all over the world, who can secure that there's no way they can hack it. Either they are fear, I suspect they will have the fear of being hacked. So I knew what was going to be also that is now a problem more than I said. So
don't you think the absence of this electronic transmission of results will impact voters' confidence in election outcomes?
It's already impacted in voter confidence. When you move from polling booth to so-called coalition center, where you bar all the opponent opposition party agent from entering to see how you are collecting, how you are transmitting from the polling booth to the master sheet. That's a rigging already now. Only people that will be available there are the people of power whose result must go in.
How can Nigerians stand up against this?
Of course.
Simple. Let Nigerians go and shut down the National Assembly, because the National Assembly is the symbol of Nigeria. These are people who are supposed to be there discussing the interests of Nigeria, but unfortunately, it looks like it is their interests they are championing in the National Assembly. You understand? We must, stand up and then demand for what is right. I can tell you, these killings will only get worse if we continue to produce leaders through the process that we have now. Because you only produce leaders who think of themselves, not the nation. You understand? There's a situation where the people have an opportunity to decide their leader because we have an electoral process that seems to be fair. You understand? They will choose the right people that will govern them well.
All right, so move down to the comment section again. My brother says, dash, 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 dash. Okay. Oh, there's a chima. OJ, have you now seen that you're wasting your time by always going to vote?
No, I'm not wasting my time. Please, listen. I have the constitutional right of franchise to vote, and I don't have the constitutional right of how. I don't have the capacity of protecting my vote. It must learn the difference between my constitutional right of the power to vote, and then the capacity to vote to protect the vote. That was now left with the state. But in my own constitutional rights, my franchise right to go and vote, I will see exercises. The one that does not belong to me, that does not have the power over, that is left for the state to handle. If the state is far worse in that, blame the states for that. It's not waste. I must exercise my vote, my right of franchise, my right to choose who I want to elect to lead me. But making sure my vote count is not within my power, it's within the power of the state. So if the state is far wanting in that, all the state are voting for that, not me. So it's the two difference. I want to defend between the two. I'm not wasting my time to go and vote. It's my constitutional right. Except I choose, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, you do this time.
Sure, I'm not be doing this, and I will still do it. I know my vote will not count. I will be active and vote. I know you count. Like what you just told us now.
You know your vote will not count.
You count now. Will you count?
Well, why are you saying this?
When the means of ensuring transparency is not there. It's not there. So does that
electronic voting?
No, that's not everybody.
Electronic transmission.
Yeah, Mr. Man, if they do somebody, look at the way that God have been using for us. Mrs. Sir and other people have been blessing us. When they transmit to your account, what happened? Immediately we see alert. Mr. Man, we are using an example. No, we are using you as an example. What's when you that same process to produce our let us tell you are doing it. Anytime they bless us through you, anytime they bless us through you, many times. What happened? The next thing you see alert from your end.
Is that true? Is that way to analyze?
No, I think it's using that kind of example to portray his point. That honesty that is get to your hand. You didn't hold this, but yes, you see. We send us to hack into your account and get our money from you. No, we all get this and we come here and thank them. So the same process is, so let them know with this process I'm talking about that's the same thing you want to happen. Let them be honest, transparency, let the result move from polling booth to the annual rep. If they have challenges of contesting results at the annual rep, maybe of hacking and co, let us all rise up and solve it. That's the solution to it.
All right, thank you so much. Olajide Chudi 2004 says Peter Obi is the only politician that gives Nigeria politicians and some tribal citizens political orgasm. Is it organism? Sorry, organism. Sorry, organism.
Orgasm.
Okay,
you pronounce it now. You pronounce it. You said this kind of orgasm. You pronounce it.
The other time you are saying 72 veggies, 7 veggies with big breast.
That's how the Islamic people they say not just 72, not just 7 breasts. It's have a big breast. That's always in there. That's what their terms are like. No, it's not my. It's not my word. It's the word of their airline. Who are.
All right, no problem. All right, okay. If you talk too much, I will tell Mike to read your alert from today.
All right.
Where is the Jima?
I beg you.
You can authorize me to read it.
No, don't read it.
They make a read that.
Don't read that. I am technical news.
I'll be technical news. I'll be there. All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you. Super, you're welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Listen, how are you doing?
Mike, I will say good morning to you. And good morning to our esteemed global audience. And good morning, Nigeria.
Suma, how are you doing? The state of the nation. How do you feel with the developments in Kwara State?
I'm not surprised.
I know you have people there. You have friends there.
Yes, yeah. I'm not surprised. To me,
you're not surprised.
Yes, now, because to me, I have my opinion. The government is not competent. He has not been competent from day one, and I'm so surprised if it's by merit and a statistic. To me, it does not want who should become the governor of the state. When you, even aside from the insecurity happening, the killings, aside that, you are a governor. You're going to 8 years now. The students or the people of Kwara State, when they finish their school, graduate, they will have to leave the state for another state to go and get a job. Over many years that there have not been industries in Kwara State. I have them. When they finish, what happened? I'm coming to Lagos. Lagos, say yesterday that was the position be now. You know, they come out first, like come out with anything. And those have been one of the challenges. Another thing is Kwara State is too big for someone with no vision ahead, visionary get long time visionary. It's too big for that kind of person. So we need someone who is ready to think outside the box. So who you are in 2026 is already thinking about 2030. How are we going to? We don't need to go to this, but this is what we support by again. Think according to even population also. The increase of population in the state of the state. Within Kwara, you can travel hours, you never reach your destination. That is how large the landmass is. And we have people, we have more villages there. And thank God for all these big, we have Dangote Refinery, we have NT, we have Shoprite, and those small, that making, letting the youth have their way there. But deep down, in terms of good roads, they don't really have good roads. So that to channel that road in which they are killing all those villages. In some villages, there is another village, it's another country on its own in Kwara State. From Kwara State, you want to go to, that's where they say there was an attack at Edu. From Kwara State to Edu, you'll be spending like an hour, 30 minutes or two to get to Edu. From that line, you pass Velodu local government and so. After you pass Velodu local government, that is after Kwara Poli. You get to Velodu. All that places are villages where we have the new place. You have Sharagi, Share, Alade, before you get to Patigi and the likes of them. In terms of even hospital, good medical, but they don't have. If you think I'm lying, let's do an excursion and check it out. You wonder, do we have a governor, a working governor in this state? Those are places that when you call, there's no network, the system is not strong, it's poor. Even though when you are facing security, when you call police, you might not be able to connect them. And when you later connect them, getting there is hours. They will have done up their fleet operation, carried and navigate from there to Niger to what is it called? Bida, then cross over from there to Abuja, North and
Even like this one is close to it's close to Niger. Where this one happened?
Yes, now
This attack.
of course. So those are places that where you have a larger amount of farm produce in Pasigi, in the whole south that they don't even have what it takes. Electricity, no hospital, no good hospitals, nothing. So a lot needs to be done there, and those people are like minority. When even they come out to raise their voice, they will not. And I even for the governor of the day is from even close to the other side, but nothing is working there till this moment. So even the police personnel are not enough. And the funny thing is that in terms of having the way we have a neighborhood here, you have forest guard, they have enough strong men.
Vincent, I'm sure you're not happy with this development. This is not the first time we're talking about insurgency or insecurity in Nigeria. It happened in Niger State last year. Over 200 persons were killed. It has been going on and on and on. Recent one, Kwara, 162, if not more than 162. As we have it, 75 bodies have been buried. That's what the governor of the state said. But the U.S. government said it has deployed U.S. military, a small team. That's what they said, small team to help us, fight this insurgency. Are we not capable to defend ourselves? Has Nigeria become too weak to fight terrorists in this country?
You see, Mike, I have, first of all, let me commiserate with the family of this bereaved over this dastardly act that happened in Kwara State, and by extension to the one before the one of the now, Niger State and some other places. But Mike, when you look at the demographics of Nigeria as a nation, you see we are over 250 million people. And first of all, when you check the security settings of this country, you see that if you check the decimal, or rather the percentage of security personnel on ground, how would you think, in your widest imagination, that they could have, they will have the capacity to do the needful or perform their job optimally? But when you look at what is happening now, I'm not really surprised. It should be that among the speakers on this platform, I think
I rank among the first people that have said that we have a lot of lacuna in our security sector. And I am not mistaken by what is happening now, because evidence is pointing to the fact that we are fast losing it as a nation. And when you look at what is playing out now, it shows that Nigerian state is not ready to confront this Hydra-headed monster headlong. And also, it is also on record in this country that our traditional rulers, in most of these high incidents areas, have always been seen obnobbing and whining and dining with all these terrorist leaders. And traditionally, you expect a traditional ruler to be a custodian of our collective heritage. But it's situation whereby they sold out all on a platter of porridge to all these terrorists, all these extremists. Then it comes to question what is nation building. And Mike, I can go on and on to continue to reel out statistics, but in reality, I am not happy. The act that started is highly condemnable. It is worrisome, because up to now, we have not seen those kinetic and not kinetic working. Whatever semantic that has been used so far has not really gelled well for this country. Then it shows that you cannot continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. I equally did mention here that when General Christopher Musa came on board as Minister of Defense, I did mention on this platform that though he might be a gentleman, he might have his own objective of setting things right, but he's not being bedeviled by some people that are going to be a cog in the wheel of his progress. He's seeing that these terrorism activities is nipping the bud. Now, Mike, allow me to just say this. Bello Matawali is the current Minister of State for Defense. And up to now, the Nigerian state has not deemed it fit to look into the allegation that has been leveled against this man. And this man is supposed to be a Minister of State that also will work in conjunction with General Christopher Musa. How do you think Musa will get it right when all these people are being fingered of having ties with all these terrorist organizations? That's point number one. It is also on record that Shehu Gumi, a purported Islamic cleric, was returned from Saudi Arabia by the Saudi authorities. The Nigerian state has not done anything to check why this person was returned from Saudi Arabia back to this country. Nothing. It's also on record. Bello Toji is still walking our roads free without being brought to the book. Also, I can tell you some terrorist gangsters that were nabbed by the Nigerian state are also being reintegrated to the system. Who is feeding who here? It shows that our destiny is not in God's hand. Because as a nation, because I don't want to sound pessimistic. Because I am looking at a point whereby fish will start eating fish. And when we get to that, you know that the ecosystem, the water ecosystem, is already ruffled. And if we continue like this, we might not get it right. Because my gentleman Mike once said on this platform, for a drowning man does not want to know whether you are a Fulani man or you are a Yoruba man or you are a Yoruba a Kanuri man. What he or she wants is to be rescued and brought out to safety. But what do we have today? We have used all manner of machine order, kinetic and non-kinetic orders, and it is not gelling fine. It shows that we have to go back to the drawing board. And Mike, also, it is important to note that the forest guard that the president mentioned, how far have they gone about it till now? I would have expected that there should be a kind of a security summit where all the governors, all the people that matters in our security architecture can just sit down and judge and fine-tune our security template, so that all these issues can be curtailed. Then you begin to wonder why has all these things not been brought. And also, it's also instructed also, not worry to know, that some times ago, there was an advertorial of, in the army, calling for people to enlist. How much enlistment has the army gotten so far? Then you begin to put this side by side. And when you look at all these things like we are just playing, there's another theater of the absurd that we are seeing now. And I beg to rest now.
All right, we are talking about curbing electoral fraud in our system. But in the news, the Senate is rejecting transmission of electronic transmission of results. Don't you think the Senate is undermining the role of technology?
Yeah, you see, first of all, Mike, you remember during the time of President Goodluck Jonathan, we have what is called Save Nigerian Group. Where are all those persons that constitute that Save Nigerian Group till now? And I know the likes of Pastor Tunde Bakare and the likes. Where are all these people? Where are those vocal lawyers? Where are they now till today? Where have they not come up? It shows that the Nigerian state is a particular state of particular concern. Because when you look at what is playing out, you will see that are we really, if sovereignty really lies with the people, I think it is high time to wake up. I think there was one person, Peter Aka of recent, that moved a motion that our electoral system need to be looked into. If we must bet a conducive, a total free, equity, electoral process, we should begin to look inward and see how those loopholes, all those lacuna in our electoral setting can be rejigged and have a semblance of a serious nation.
I remember a song, Two-Face give you a song sometimes. It be like, say, they want to tell us another story again. So what are they trying to do this time around? Suma?
They are going to
The rejection of electronic transmission of our results.
yeah, they will reject that not to be happen. Yes, and we are going to go back the same way. And whosoever has the might will actually win. On and on, on and on. The Nigerian people that you are fighting for, they even go outside and do what's called sample opinion. None of them even knows about. They don't even know whether there is a rejection of any electoral that has been about Nigerian youth. They're online and making money online. They don't care about the affairs of the state. And I believe when the state is not right, all what you have gathered in your life, that money to everything, to be useless, you'll be able to use it. So when someone got into power, either rep members of assembly through I brought you in with rig election with my manipulation. Okay, I want to win second time when you want to make it transparent, Abi. How will I win? So I will not lose, Abi. For even someone that is not even performing well in his constituency, that has not been doing anything, that has not even come there since he won the election, has been in Abuja. Your constituency is in Lagos, for instance. You are living in Abuja. Is it Abuja you are supposed to be? You're not even within within the locality or where you are supposed to. So nothing will happen at the end of the day. So this is not something we need to And Nigerians, when Nigerians are serious, when we are fully serious, some of us are. I think the needs will be done. But I think we are still enjoying this, this music. And let's keep dancing.
Let me just say this before I go. We are being told that sovereignty lies with the people. And how much of that sovereignty has the citizenry exercise in saying that in demanding government accountability. And if we continue like this, we might not get it right. And I've said it time and time again, when the ecosystem is ruffled, fish will start to eat fish. I am looking forward to that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vincent Suma. I appreciate your contribution.
So, before I go, let me use this one to say a very big thank you to Mrs. Tina. God will continue to enlarge your coast. You will know no fall.
Yes, sir.
Everything that you ever, conceive in your heart will continue to gel well for you, ma.
Yes, sir.
My humble take on this, I say thank you.
Thank you. Let me thank Madam Tina. Madam Tina, first and foremost, I want to thank you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Everything you put your hand upon shall prosper.
it go the better for you, go the better for you every day in Jesus' name. Amen.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Maki. Good luck be with you. Our reviewers, may you remain blessed. May God bless you people and strengthen you people one by one. Wherever that you are, remain blessed. Thank you.
Rejection of electronic means of transmission is what we are discussing. What do you have to say? What are they trying to tell us this tomorrow? What message is the sending to
the message? The message already has arrived before rejecting it. How can the Senate and the two houses be singing on your mandate we shall stand? It's a slap. Our senators and the rep, they don't have what they call political ideology. There's a man called Peter that has been saying reform INEC. In Ghana, opposition party won the election. And what happened? Because the election was transparent. In Ghana, you did not hear that go to court. The president in power then embraced the president that the people of Nigeria want you. But the reverse is the case here. They want to manipulate everything. They manipulated Nigeria on tax, telling them, don't worry, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. They are getting the credit, but they are not giving the citizen the debit. And you know what? Because one of the things that is paining me is that there are some people that are ignorant by my side here. I stand to be corrected on this platform. One of the things is just that one of the things is that in abroad, Canada, USA, and all the rest, they give them shelter, they give them medical, they give them food, they give them electricity, they give them those that are not working. But the reverse is the case in Nigeria here. Look at another statement in Edo State. Adam Joshomole, robbing Opeke, oh my God. It's a slap. Look at that's where our tax money is going to. Mr. Mike, this is a slap on Nigeria. It's a slap. It's a slap. A big slap. And that is the reason why they don't want to change the electoral law. Because they believe that one day, when from the polling unit, when it gets to the collecting center, they will manipulate the figure. The people's voice are no longer heard. We can no longer speak out. When you speak, they'll put you down. We don't have pressure group. We don't have group that can say no. This same government has gone every crook and corner to bribe and give people money, making people to be more poorer and poorer, fixing their children in the most lucrative place. Jaitunumbu, Wike, Mumaye, every one of them fixing their children, forgetting that the children you fail to train will be the one that will treat your fuck up tomorrow. That's one of the saying of Obafemi Awolowo. And I say very, very soon or later, what happened in Kenya may likely happen in Nigeria. When they face this president of Kenya, just the two things back, and the man started apologizing. We are getting there because Nigerian citizens are not happy. They are not happy with this government. They brought about what is happening to us now. This Boko Haram, this killing. They thought Jonathan will not leave the power. I left them and they could not do anything. It's a slap on this government. They know something about it. That's why our president have not said anything. Mention what this government have done. Since inception, what has this government done? This government have not done anything.
The largest economy in Africa.
What largest economy? What is the impact? What is the impact on the citizen? What is the impact in Nigerian citizen? What is the impact? What is the impact? What is the impact?
Are you not seeing the road?
I am quite disappointed when some people come, when some people come and they are talking anyhow. When some people come and they are talking. No, I don't listen. No, let me tell you the truth.
People that are telling you that they want to sanitize Nigeria.
Look at what are you saying?
They occupy my time. And
where are you?
He has to be encouraging each time. Yeah, I came before him and he knew that. Right? He was asking me where he's fond of that thing. And these are the people that criticize the government. They cannot even compare what you're saying. So as it is,
He said he has not seen what the government is doing.
What does the government do?
And I can tell you, go back to your state and ask Okpebolo what is collecting now, and now he's fixing, the road in that Benin.
Celebrating no light in Edo State. Celebrating no light in Edo State.
Okay, there's a good news. There's a good news coming for you now. The meter now is being given for free for every citizen now. Go and verify.
I am disappointed in you.
So I am disappointed in you. Even with what you are saying. So you don't move, you just keep coming here and just
coming here to police people. You are coming to
what I can say, Mr. Mike, the killing now in the what's it called in across the country. Yeah, Kwara there. Under the watch of but this killing as it is now.
The state of security.
But you won't know. You can't blame him. Let me tell you, you can't blame him. I was a candidate of the slogan in which see something and say something. When those people are entering that Kwara, when they are entering all those areas, is there any information being given out that we are seeing a strange faces, so we are seeing a strange this thing? We are too docile in this country, and we think it's the only president. It's the collective effort of every one of us that has to protect ourselves and the insecurity. We need to be very vigilant. I always say a slogan of see something, say something.
For bandits, they are suddenly.
See, the problem you guys don't understand this. When these people decide to come to one zone, they must have been, planning their strategy in that same area. Yes, survey all around. Yeah, so I'm saying the citizen will see them, the citizen will see them, but they will not be able to say anything. And as it is now, they've captured everybody. And you see, why America? Why did America?
No, Buhari regime. They have been telling us one story. What story? What good thing I don't deliver for this country?
For that area where you come from.
Yes.
I don't need to.
What thing I don't deliver for this country? I don't live Nigeria. So what story?
I can't.
Buhari regime.
Sorry, Mike.
Whatever you say, you reap. When you so good, you reap good.
Okay.
When you so good, you reap good. How can't you tell Nigeria the truth? What is going on in the country?
Say the truth.
What is going on in the country?
It's the truth I'm telling you.
No, you are not telling me the truth.
It's too
I can't believe in you. You are not telling me the truth. You are not telling me the truth.
You will not want to hear the truth. They will not want to talk because they don't want to talk. Because they are the failures of this world.
So the truth,
you are the failures of this world. You are the failure of this world. Anyone
so that the truth will set you free.
But you are the failure of this world.
I can tell you.
This morning now,
I said all the propaganda on a carry come and get the letter. End of the day, my son, I need to change. The change, they send the change to death. You are sending the change to death. And you are still promoting this evil government. Evil leaders, you are still promoting them. What? Yes, I am promoting this evil. What is going on? Come on. What is going on?
Go back to your pipe. Go back to your motor park and start your business.
Are you talking about motor park?
Our economy will be stable. Are you not contributing to it? Are you not contributing to the Are you not contributing to the problem of this country? The killings all around without the
I'm the one contributing to me of the country.
To me,
yeah, leaders are the fellows that are going
which of the leaders?
Yeah, leaders that you put that to the you go. They have fellows, you go. They have fed the country. You go
and start from your state.
What are you talking?
Start to what are you telling me? Start to go.
I'm telling you your own state.
So from there,
it's Lagos your own state.
I know you are serious.
It's Lagos your own state.
I know you are serious.
It's Lagos your own state regime.
Lagos is my state.
Yes,
Lagos is your state.
Alright.
I'm more Lagosian than you. I will tell you that one. I school in Lagos. I had every best of the life in Lagos. I'm not Lagosian. I'm a Lagos boy.
You're not Lagos boy. You're not Lagos boy.
I'm a Lagos boy.
You're not Lagos boy.
I'm a local boy.
Look at this man. I'm a city boy. I'm a city boy.
That's okay, Mr. Felix.
So as it is, the killings, nobody support the killings. And the president likewise has to up the game. But only president cannot get this job done. we need to be collecting in information, and that information we need to be leaking out the information. American has tried, and these are same people that were looking and say when Trump come, well, Trump is going to take what's it called, Bola Ahmed Tinubu away. Now Trump is not in time with him. Trump is not it, but they forgot, because we need to be teaching them what they don't know. They forgot that the highest embassy in the whole world is in Lagos here.
So you're talking about see something and say something.
Yes,
What
something
is the primary responsibility
of
of the government?
I cannot tell you.
The president of the government.
I cannot tell you.
Their responsibility is to do what?
The responsibility is to take care of the citizen.
To secure lives.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely. But at the same time,
what?
insecurity go and all
Who
over the
should
world.
be blamed?
You can't blame the president. That is my style, and I stand by my state. You cannot blame the president, because
For the massacre in Kwara State.
let me tell you. When they have government,
162.
what is Abdul Razak doing? Are they proactive? You see, this time we have now, we don't need to be, the taking side of manipulating issues. As it is, you have the governor there, Abdul Razak, is collecting security votes. Is collecting there's a money they give to them every month for them. Allocation is collecting allocation. Then what are they doing? Even if it is just information, the guy is making out a loan. Abdul Razak bring some people, get some people together that they should be giving him information, and that is why I say, why are they not even started with that state police? That will even cushion the effects of this problem we're saying. But as it is now, my brother, anybody that sleep in slumber and is respecting the president to just be fishing out all these values alone, he will get himself born again. Yes. We are the agency. Yes. Thank you very much. The security agents. They are doing a great.
You are telling me
What did they call them? What did they call them? Undercover. They are doing their job. We are in over here. We don't even. People are dying because it's a more Mike is a more war. They are fighting. You won't know
security chiefs who appointed them.
who appointed them. Is the president.
The DSS who appointed the DSS.
And I'm telling you, they are doing what
Who is
the president, and the president is talking to them. They are communicating, and you guys don't know. But what you see outside the news, that is what you believe. But underground, they are getting those people killed. Take it or leave it. They are getting those bandits killed. But as it is, may God not let you witness a more war in which you don't know who your enemies are. And I can tell you heartedly, Trump came to Nigeria, he saw the situation, he saw that Nigeria need help, and he saw that his own territory too need help. Because as it is, Nigerians, as we are, and Mr. President, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they are strategizing and they are bringing out a new master plan in which you conquer these people. Because it's not easy. Because they took themselves the master plan. They took themselves, they have informants now, Mike, they have informants.
The help of the US.
Yes, yeah, we have.
For military deployment.
Yeah, we have. They themselves.
Definitely, he has lost
my brother. That is what we fail to know, and I want to tell you guys. America cannot play with Nigeria because, number one, they have all their base, majority of their base, the strategic base, Gulf of Guinea, within the coastal area there. And at the same time,
the question is, why has Tinubu failed to secure Nigerians? The life of Nigeria.
I'm telling you, the security of Nigeria fall between you and I, the citizen. Let me tell you,
do you have a gun?
Do you have firearms? My brother.
To defend yourself.
My brother. I have family in UK. In UK, right. In UK, right? You went as a new intake or new person. People will ask you where they will profile you. Where you can we help you? Where you from? All sort of things. For Nigeria, did you profile anybody you see that you want to do engage? They will profile them? No. They say something. You sleep in slumber, you sleep, and the president will come, they guide your bedroom, maybe. you go last for them because collectively, the insecurity is the collective effort of every one of us. Collective effort of every one of us. But when we now sit down and you think you have employed the president as a megad to be guiding you, in which you supposed to guide yourself in your own house. When you see a stranger, you don't engage a stranger. I do that a lot. I see all those Fulanis, I see all of them, I engage them. What are you guys looking for overnight? And I've even tried to engage Lagos State government that the Fulani that carry cow overnight, they are dangerous. Majority of them, they will take the cow inside Lagos, they will not go back. So I always engage government itself, I engage my community. So if you are sleeping in slumber, please wake up in slumber.
All right, so honestly, I give it to Kunle for being honest on this beautiful platform. This is coming from Odunlade Taiwo.
Thank you.
It's only Odunlade.
Thank you. Because it's
only Odunlade. It's only Odunlade. Kunle is maybe like an area boy.
Sense is not common. You don't buy sense in the market.
You don't have common sense.
That's okay. All right, some people are reacting to what you're saying here, Kunle, and I don't want to read.
No, read it, please.
Messages.
Please read it. Please read it. I promise them. Yeah, read it.
Can you stand it?
I can stand it. Yeah, I can stand it. Yeah, I can stand it. Please, for God's sake, read it. I can learn from them, and they can learn from me. But let them learn from what I'm saying. Let them call. I'll be their customer now. Maybe today they talk that one. Me, I don't.
All right, let me just go with Anatola Labu this morning. Kunle, stop blaming. Stop blame game. Okay, sorry. Kunle, stop blame game. Tinubu started it clearly. Okay, Tinubu stated it clearly that the ball stops on his table. I repeat, Kunle, stop the blame game. Tinubu stated it clearly that the ball stops on his table.
And it's stopping on his table, and it's working. It's making efforts.
Okay,
that is why I say the support has to come from the citizens. Even him that is writing all this, he knows that there's no where he is in Europe or anywhere. They always take their security, things as paramount, things they need to guide themselves on. And if you go to anybody flat in UK and they don't see you, they've not seen you before, they will engage you. Where are you, Mr. Man? Where are you going to? Where are you? Are we Nigerians? Are we asking questions? Let me tell this man that he just engaging me now. They are asking questions where he was now. But in Nigeria, we citizens, are we asking questions when you see strangers? Are we asking questions? That is what is happening. In Kwara, they will see those people, they will see them as they will laugh in with everything. They will never ask where they are coming from, what part of the Islamic this thing are they, and they allow them. It happens in Benue. They will come, the bandits will come, the Benue citizens, the Bale, all sort of things, they will engage them. They will give them a house to sleep. They now forgot that they are dealing with their enemies. And that was what happened. And the Benue, they encouraged the Benue, they captured them. It was when Sam Tinubu came in that neutralized the Benue from the bandits.
All right, King Gary says Tinubu absolutely has the solution to his primary responsibility to Nigerians. This is coming from King Gary.
Help is coming. Help is coming from US. Yes, and from Macron. Help is coming.
Going to Macron. Macron promised to help you out.
Yes, definitely. You may not know. It's not all your secrets you keep looking on the table. It's not all your secrets. I'm telling you. It's having engagement with Macron.
Who is having engagement with Macron?
Tinubu, I will tell you. On this insecurity, how they go about it. It's consulting.
Of what you see.
You say how that way. You can talk.
Why are we Nigerians?
No, you may not. It's not everything. It's not all your clothes you dry on the sun. Now. It's not all your clothes. You people that don't believe in him. You citizens that don't believe in the presidency. You don't believe in him. So why should I be linking up our agenda? Maybe some of them will be working for bandits. So
are you that close to Mr. President?
I know him.
You know him?
I know him. Yes, I can say. You see, I serve with I did my IT. I did my IT with LSDPC, Lagos State Property Development Commission. As of that time, I once told you guys that I will protested against Mr. President that time because of salary increment, in which the workers they wanted at the time, and we the ITs.
Don't you think if Obi was the president, he would have performed better than President
Obi will have, I mean, he will have just be crying. Obi will have been diminished. Obi will have been diminished. And I can tell you, Obi doesn't know the strategy. He doesn't know anything about the strategy that this guy is bringing on the table, the president is bringing on the table. And number two, Obi has washed his hands on a dirty place. We are in a democratic state, and Obi has been romancing with the soldiers. We don't want anybody that's been romancing with the soldiers and come and pollute our. Yeah, it's been a business. He was doing business with Abacha at that time. He cannot deny it. Yes, if I'm talking it on the media table, he can come and arrest me. I'm ready to defend myself. Evidence. Yeah, evidence. Yes. No police. So Obi himself. The democracy you guys are pulling him in, it's not yet ripe for the democracy because he believes in the military as of that time. He believes. He works for Abacha now. You said, go and verify what I said. Obi works with Abacha. 1 million match. We know who brought 1 million match. We know who brought 1 million match.
Why has the Senate rejected electronic transmission of results?
Okay.
Why?
It's on a two-way.
They are trying to stop
electronic transmissions of results. The last time they embarked on that, they said that was the system Tinubu brought on to rig election. No, maybe you are out there. This one say, maybe you are out there. Everybody is complaining that what's it called? Everything is not working. Yeah, this thing. Yeah. So now let us have normal manual so that your eye go there when they count, ballot box for you. Not like to do the electronic, transmissions that they said is you yourself.
Are we supposed to be advanced technologically?
Yeah, but we don't want to advance.
The manual. Why the old style, old system?
Oh, you know the Hula balloon that came after that the electronic transmitted results. You know what came up then? Some say the INEC people, they've been sold out, they've collected money. Nigerians don't believe in their leader. I don't think Nigeria will believe in God very soon. They will stop big God because Nigeria doesn't believe anything in Nigeria that is working, and they don't want anything in Nigeria to work. That's just thing I see about them. So the issue now is the one we did earlier. We said it was rigging. It was rigged. So let's do the one that everybody go there on it, and we monitor it, and they'll start counting it for your koro eye.
All right, Uche says a manual in the era of artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Only we're still talking about manual.
Yeah.
All right, Kule again this year. That's what Clement Okoli said.
Okoli, I thank God for my life, and where I'm going is the destination I want that will land me on a safe landing. So, and I know that, and that's why I don't support failure. That's one thing in my life. I don't support failure, and that is what is working for me.
Kinyo says it's very embarrassing to hear such a learned man like Kule sound like this.
Like area boy. I
never said anything. What is it?
I have a thick skin. So what is there is I have my own opinion, right? And as it is, I think I'm going into my 60s. I'm still a small boy, but I'm going to my 60s. So it's a boy of 60 going 60. I shouldn't be a baby boy any longer. So to me, I've witnessed the good, the bad, and the ugly of this country. I said we protested against the IBB there during the oil windfall. We protested against him. So what I faced in this country, in which I was punished for, I was sacked from school for, in which I have to go and look for a brand new school for myself to enroll. So I've witnessed a lot of agitation for this country to move forward. So it's not now that people will now be bringing fake things.
Okay, Williams, your cameraman is asking the question. So, he says someone should ask Mr. Kunle, were you born to be supporting Tinubu?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
They say follow who know the roads. You get me? And Tinubu knows the roads. Number one, off. He has revitalized the system. He has revitalized the system for the World Bank to be commending our economy that is taking shape from the destructive economy that we had under Jonathan. He had it so good, but towards the end, under Jonathan. Jonathan messed the economy towards his departure. He messed up the economy in which the lives of non-state actors are controlling him. So to me, I think our economy is taking shape. So you can help me tell him that it's World Bank that said that. And if you want to argue World Bank, you can go to World Bank and start engaging them, so they will put him through. That's the person that asks this question.
And according to IMF, Nigeria is to overtake Algeria, that's third largest economy in Africa.
Yeah, they don't see that. They don't see that. They don't see good things. Mike, that's where I'm going to. Like these people don't see good things in Nigeria. Even all this America, they say when an American wake up early, God bless America. When last did they say God bless Nigeria? And they want the goodness of Nigeria, to share the goodness of Nigeria. I think these people, their misplaced priority is what is. It's a pleasure for me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Michael. Good morning to our viewers. God bless you all. You see, just like the situation of see what Kule had been saying, it's just like the last question. Simply, why did you so love the president? When I analyze Kule relationship with the president, my own fact figure was that Kule, they are from the same state. They are from the same state. Kule with the president, they are from Osun State. So he's not going to leave him alone and like another person. But he failed because the sincerity is the truth. He said the truth. What is the truth? The truth is that everybody will see the truth. The truth is a relative vocabulary. But now, we never see anything like that. Can you imagine a president now? They are guiding him not to further. How will it be positive to the people? Now it's gang up with mafias. They will suck Nigeria. And I thank God, come 2027, the hands of the war clock will change. And it must change. Because now Nigeria have seen that it is not capable to reach at the end of that. Can you imagine, say, 162 people die? Okay, say, afterwards, and the way is a president, every time die. Before 4 more years for him, all Nigeria will be dead. Can you imagine the first time in the history of Nigeria, a president is not capable, is never listening up whether people are dying or not. All is know that keeping US Congress bribe them with trillions of naira, they will shut up dollars, let them go. Now you are bribing MFL to tell us that we are going to be the third. You see, his days is number. His days is gone. Whether we like it or not, 2027, Nigeria will vote him out.
Well, I want to say about this electronics. When Senate reject, that means that they are going back to the old system. They don't want to go front. Nigeria government, which year will you people learn? Going back, you want something improvement of good things to come out. You are going back to do your ringing. This is why they're going back. What Senate are supporting? None of them have already joined to the APC. What's next? Do you think that they will go back to the electronic vote? No, because they know that if they go to that side, they have already been total fair. Whether they want to go to the normal way, where they can ring out a plain number, where at once or not, anywhere they want it, the Nigerians will follow them. If they want a bomber to bomber, not to give them bomber to bomber. Whoever that win will carry. Whoever that win, because as they know, say they know how to manipulate figures, they have to show them how to manipulate figures. But 2027, if that do not take, it will be the end of Nigeria.
Good morning, our viewers. My name is Mr. Lawrence. Mr. Mike, good morning to have me this morning. Happy new month and new. Yeah. Now let me tell you one thing, my
The
brother.
massacre in Kwara State is what we are discussing.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
And the rejection of electronic means of transmitting results.
My brother, last year I said that Ahmed Tinubu already fuck off for Nigeria. When your work, you did a good thing, people will come outside and testify that your government is very good. But what we are seeing in Nigeria, when Ahmed Tinubu is supposed to hijack that power seriously, it disappoints the whole Nigeria. You have the opportunity, immediately America come over and strike the terrorists. The Ahmed Tinubu is the one that killing Nigeria. The answer is no. Is it the Yorubas that killing Nigeria? Is it Igbo that killing Nigeria? The answer is no. Is it the Hausa killing Nigeria? The answer is what? No. Which people that killing Nigeria? The foreigners, the terrorists. Abi? Why Ahmed Tinubu cannot use that much opportunity and do what? And grab and conquer those demons. In 2027, election will be free and fair to him to win. But all the whole Nigerians, the people that love Nigerians, and the people that love freedom fighter, we already see that Ahmed Tinubu already fell woefully. That's the reason why I say that APC government, Ahmed Tinubu government is doing what? Trying by all means to get all the governors in Nigeria. For you to get all the whole governor, can you make it to be win election as a president? No, he can buy the whole governors and get all of them. But the youth of Nigeria, if they rise up and say enough is enough, do you think that those governors or your military or your police can win over 200 millions of Nigeria? It can't be possible. The problem we are having here, whether Nigeria already need a new government, a good government. This question we ask ourselves, not whether I ring election or not ring election, whether I P2B or not P2B, whether I make Tinubu or not make Tinubu or article. We ask ourselves this question: is Nigeria ready to pay the highest price to make Nigeria to be okay? Before a country or a nation can be okay, must pay a price. Is Nigeria ready to pay the price? That is my own question for the whole Nigeria.
All right, I believe the viewers will answer your question. Thank you so much. The program has been running for over 1 hour and we need to go. And before we go, it's to appreciate, to acknowledge the presence of King Henry Gerard, Henry Okoro, David Okafor, also known as Tunde Okafor, Papayaga, Chudi 2004, Joseph Aino, Ejiofor Chris, Ordinary Taiwo, Big T Prince, The Fish, Great One, Muki Great, from Italy, Udeze Chima, Amorego Igunowa from Spain, Clement Okoli, Andrew Ogunjibi GOA, Williams Okameme. We say a big thank you to every one of you. Bona Kingsley, Emmanuel, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Gladys Oyabo, Chukwemeka, thank you everyone for joining us today on the program. Cosmos, we appreciate you. Natale Labu, thank you for joining us today. Pascal Nkumere, Robert Uche, as a great man from Germany, for watching us. Thank you so much. Tony Braid, we say a big thank you to you. Solid Machinedu, we say thank you. A big thank you to you. Pride, we appreciate you as well. And to the rest of the viewers watching us and engaging us, we say thank you. Shall be back here tomorrow as the 6th of February 2026 with more interesting stories. I'm Michael Adekunle. I'm saying goodbye to you. Please stay safe.